Now, when you start looking through the blog post, things get extremely interesting, and I'm not even fully sure what this means, but all I can say is I'm super excited for next week, starting with an unprecedented free drop next week. And I have no idea what this free drop that's coming next week is. Obviously, this week, we're getting the brand new map, right? So at long range, this is going to be the highest damage shotgun in zombies, more than likely. Is going to be a lot different than normal weapon testing because they've got unique attachments that actually fundamentally change the weapon. Battle Pass Rogue Transmission. On October 12th, make sure you're prepared for war. No further intel will be declassified at this time. All this for $40. This is a $40 bundle. All right, and welcome back, guys. And I know I've already posted one video today going over all 5 tiers of PH.D, the fact that the D.I.E Shockwave can now be pack-a-punched in zombies, and on top of that, there was a bunch of other nerfs and buffs in zombies and everything else you need to know about the Season 6 update coming tonight. But on top of that, we got more information, so we're doing a second video. This is everything in the Battle Pass that we can expect, but we actually got more information on top of that. We got a trailer that kind of shows a new portal feature in one of the new MP maps where you can teleport from one place to the other. We got information on the new shotgun, and honestly, from what they're telling us about it, I think there's a potential for it to be the new best meta weapon in zombies, at least in the shotgun category, or at least be a contender to face against the others. We got more information on the Raygun bundle that will be coming this week. That is now confirmed. And on top of that, we got information on a new $40 bundle coming to Cold War. Yeah, there is going to be a bundle that costs $40. But with that being said, let's go ahead, watch the Battle Pass trailer. There's a few cool things I want to break down in this, and then we'll go over the entire blog post as quick as possible. That way you guys can get your information here and get back in the game as soon as possible.
You can get so focused on the mission, you forget which side you're on. Trust me, this time, we're the good guys. For this mission, we're supplying you with some highly classified gear.
Here.
Take them out from a distance, or pack a punch in close combat. There's gonna be plenty of surprises along the way, so keep your eyes peeled. You know the objective. Now take the fight to him. Call of Duty, Black Ops Cold War, and Warzone Season 6 Battle Pass.
All right, so now let's go ahead and break down a few quick things that we saw in this trailer. The first one here, watch what happens, dude. Look at those iron sights for the Glial. That's so iconic. I'm super happy with the way these look. I cannot wait to get in game, use the Glial in zombies again. It's probably not going to be the best AR. It might be, but who knows? But those iron sights bring back a lot of memories right there. I wonder what they're going to call it. I wonder if it's going to be lamination just like it was in the previous games. Then after that, one cool thing about the shotguns, if you go back and listen to it, he legitimately says if you're looking to pack a punch at closer range, the new shotgun's a perfect weapon for that. So I don't know if that's a nod towards zombie players, because I feel like the zombies community is way more hyped about the new shotgun than the MP community, because shotguns are so fun to use in zombies, and I can't wait to see if it mixes things up. I also saw this right here, which looks like the bottom of the magazine is a caterpillar, and usually with stuff like that, they're normally Mastercrafts, but it's for the bullfrog. I think this is just going to be in the Battle Pass. I doubt that's going to be something we see there. Then this is part of the MP map. This right here is Stitch. It's a giant hologram of him outside of the map. And that's one thing I love about this map that we're about to show. Some of my most favorite MP maps are where they just don't care and they have a lot of fun with the setting. And this is like the first super duper fun setting in Cold War that we've seen. It's probably going to be the only one we get to. There's actually doors around the map. I think this might be the spawn-in location right here, but I'll show you a little bit later. You can actually use these doors to teleport, but the whole Stitch in the background thing is a little creepy, but I like the change here. This is actually mostly taken from a campaign mission, and you'll probably know which one as soon as we get to it. Wasn't a ton of information in this stuff that I care too much about. We do get a little bit of a look at the Dark Aether skin coming from Mason. This is going to be the final of the Battle Pass here. But as you can see, he's running towards this doorway, which is going to teleport him to a different part of the map. And I just love the fact that we're getting these unique maps in Cold War finally, because I think this is the first one. This is from the that one where you're in, I forget what the mission was called. It was one of the last missions, but it's got the TVs, the operating rooms, all that in there. So I'm actually super excited to play that map. Dude, that skin looks dope. I think I prefer the Weaver one over it, but is that a new finishing move? Oh man, man's kicking him off. Oh dang. But yeah, that's pretty much everything we got from this, but we got more additional information on the weapons and all this other stuff in the blog post. Let's swap over to that. Now, when you start looking through the blog post, things get extremely interesting, and I'm not even fully sure what this means, but all I can say is I'm super excited for next week. It seems normal to begin with. You get the functional weapons with 20 plus items, you get some COD points, you get Alex Mason. If you buy the, the big bundle, you get 20 tier skips. Then obviously for the final tier, you get Reactive Mason. Then they talk about the Mastercrafts, zombie zapping Mastercraft. But this is the super interesting thing right here. The next 4 weeks will be filled with crucial intel about Season 6, especially around the Haunting, occurring between October 19th and November 2nd, and the lead up to Call of Duty Vanguard launch in November 5th. You do not want to miss everything planned for the season, starting with an unprecedented free drop next week. And I have no idea what this free drop that's coming next week is. Obviously, this week, we're getting the brand new map, right? It's none of the new weapons. We're getting 2 new weapons mid-season as well. We're getting the new SMG and the hammer and sickle. It is confirmed that the new SMG is coming during the numbers event, and the hammer and sickle is coming after the numbers event. So what are we getting next week? And this right here is where we get into tinfoil hat territory, where it's just me making predictions. They're talking right after Vanguard, so maybe we're gonna get some sort of zombies info for Vanguard next week. We know for a fact sometime in October we are getting the Vanguard zombies reveal. Is there any chance they're gonna reveal Vanguard zombies and give us some sort of zombies content in Cold War? I know a lot of people have been talking about Noctur and Toten potentially coming. All I know is next week we are guaranteed to be getting an unprecedented free drop, which who knows what it could be. Maybe it's Noctur and Toten, maybe it's a small free bundle that's worth like nothing, but only time will tell. But I'm super excited, and trust me, I will be making a video on this for you guys as soon as this happens. That way you can figure out what it is, because I'm just as interested in what you guys are. If you guys have any idea of what this could be, if you think it's Noctur and Toten, if you think it's something super small, definitely leave it in the comments below. It could also just be something for Warzone, for all we know. But I'm excited for that, and there's even more stuff as we continue to go down here. Now, as we scroll down here, the first thing they talk about is what is the Battle Pass. We already know that. Tier 0 rewards, obviously for Tier 0, you get Alex Mason. This right here is kind of interesting. For the Battle Pass bonus this time around, you don't get 1 skin, you actually get 3. Last time, if you bought the Battle Pass bonus, which is the more expensive version of the Battle Pass, you got the 20 tier skips, and you got that operator skin that you only got. This time, you get 3. So if you buy the expensive one, you get a trio of bulldozer operator skins. For the final showdown, you better be loaded for bear, literally, and essentially you get these 3 bulldozer panda skins. I don't know, honestly, I'm not too interested in this. I'm probably still just going to buy the cheap battle pass, because these skins don't really compete with any of the reactive ones. They're kind of cool, and they might be timed exclusive, who knows, but I'm not super interested. And they all kind of look the same. You essentially get 3 of the same skins, just a little bit differently detailed. Then you get the new operator skins and finishing moves. I'm not too interested. Usually the finishing moves you get in the battle pass aren't too insane. We'll have to wait till we see them ourselves. We might do a full battle pass overview later on. Get some more skins, more finishing moves. Now you get free new base weapons. This is the information that we're here to look for. This is new shotgun, tier 15, the first thing you're gonna unlock. For the first time since season 1, the shotgun category gets a new contender in the lever action Ironhide. And as you can tell by its name, it's a heavy hitter, even though based on the caliber, this is actually supposed to be weaker. But this one, from what they're making it up to be, is actually gonna be pretty strong in game. At the launch, has the potential to outclass its peer with the strongest one-shot elimination range in Black Ops Cold War MP, and usually the damages are the same for zombies as well. So at long range, this is going to be the highest damage shotgun in zombies, more than likely, which is very interesting. I wonder how this is going to stack up with the other 3 weapons in the shotgun category, because I'm not going to lie, the Howler is amazing, the Spaz is amazing, so is the Street Sweeper. All 3 shotguns are usable in different scenarios, and none of them are really bad. So wonder if this is going to come in and completely outclass one, making it better than the Howler and stuff like that. We'll do testing on it, we'll find out. Its damage also makes it viable short range in Warzone, but in both games, it's low rate of fire, which is going to be the biggest downside of it, but maybe pack-a-punching in zombies is going to speed that up quite a bit, and slow reload speed demand, yeah. So it's also going to have a fairly low reload speed, but once again, usually with weapons like this, when you pack-a-punch it, you reload 5 at a time, so it's not as big. Outside of the standard shotgun attachments, offers 2 handle options, the drop shot wrap and the airborne lever wrap. Unique statistical changes, you flinch resistance. So here's a little bit of information, which obviously that's going to mainly be for MP. You don't really need that. With the lever wrap, you get a serious reload speed buff on top of what you would expect from an airborne elastic wrap. So there we go. So there is going to be attachments you can put on to make it reload even faster. Probably going to be the best attachment for zombies, but as you guys know, we'll test it out. And I like that they're adding unique attachments. Most of the attachments in Cold War are pretty much the same for all weapons. So this one might be a pretty interesting class setup for when we do it for this video, but only time will tell. The fact that they didn't say anything about it being akimbo here pretty much stops most of the rumors, in my opinion, about it being akimbo. A lot of people have been rumoring this is going to be akimbo. I've kind of hoped it was going to be akimbo. I didn't really think it was going to be akimbo. I really hoped it was going to be, but it pretty much, reading this, I don't think akimbo is a chance anymore. They definitely would have mentioned in this. Then after that, we get some information on the Galil here that you're going to get at tier 31. Love the Galil, but honestly, I'm more excited about the shotgun because all the ARs essentially feel the same in zombies. And this is going to be the 10th AR in zombies, where this is the 4th shotgun. Not a whole lot here. It says it's going to be like a mid-power weapon, kind of suitable to the XM4 and AK, which would make it a mid-tier weapon in zombies. However, the one thing to note here is there's special attachment options for this, which might make it actually really good in zombies. Also offers unique attachments in addition to a 50-round magazine and some speed option. There is a 30-round conversion. It will cause some penalties to ammo reserve and reload quickness. This can increases the weapon's caliber. So it's going to be able to do a pretty decent damage increase. And honestly, I'm pretty sure running this right here, it's going to make it reload slower and not have as many bullets in the mag. But I think it's probably going to make it better in zombies. So once again, both of these weapons, when we test them out, is going to be a lot different than normal weapon testing because they've got unique attachments that actually fundamentally change the weapon, which might make them better in zombies based on their, their default versions. Then next they talk about the 20 new weapon blueprints coming in the battle pass, which is cool. Not going to really break all these down because we'll see when we get in game. It's not too important. The only interesting one is the one that you get at tier 95 for the new shotgun here. And I mean, it's got a carnival theme to it, which is kind of cool, but usually the 95 tier 1 is a little bit better. It doesn't seem like it's reactive at all. Oh no, it is reactive blueprint. All right. Maybe it's going to be kind of cool. It'll probably light up. Hopefully it changes in some fundamental way, because if it's just this carnival themed one, it's kind of cool, but I don't think it's going to compete with the ones we've got in previous battle passes. The Tron EM2 was insane. Same thing with all the other ones we've got. So hopefully they go all out for the reactiveness of this and not just leave it at this with lights, because that would make it kind of boring. Then for tier 100 in the battle pass, we're getting the Mason skin that we've already seen teased quite a bit. This is like the dark Aether inspired Mason skin. Looks pretty cool. We'll have to see how it looks in a dark environment in zombies. Same thing pretty much with all the battle passes. We're also going to be getting a Galil blueprint at tier 100 as well, but the more interesting stuff's a little bit later on. That was all for the battle pass. We're getting some war tape. Now as we scroll down, we're probably going to get one of the most important pieces of information in this entire thing. Battle Pass Rogue Transmission. On October 12th, make sure you're prepared for war. No further intel will be declassified at this time. So I'm pretty sure this links back to what we saw earlier about how we're getting something special that's going to be free next week that hasn't been revealed yet. I'm pretty sure this right here is going to be something with a Vanguard. I think it's going to be some Vanguard information. They're going to have some sort of Vanguard trailer, maybe the zombies trailer, because we are getting it this month, or it could be something else dealing with Vanguard. And after we get this next Tuesday, which is what October 12th is going to be, that's when they're going to announce the free thing that we are getting next week. So who knows? I mean, it's been speculated for a long time now that we are going to get the Vanguard reveal for zombies and potentially get Noctur and Toten. However, to me, it makes more sense for Noctur and Toten to be in Vanguard zombies, not to be coming to Cold War. So who knows what this is going to be, and only time's going to tell. We'll find out next week. We could speculate all we want, but it really doesn't matter. Come next Tuesday, we're going to find out exactly what they mean by this. We're going to get something. I'm positive it has something to do with Vanguard. I don't think that they're going to be promoting anything for Cold War anymore. Vanguard's a month out, so it's definitely time for them to ramp up the production. But let me know, what do you think this is? Do you think this is the Noctur and Toten remake everyone is talking about? And if it is it coming to Cold War, or is it coming to Warzone? It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for it to come to Cold War, because they said it was going to be the last round-based map was going to be Forsaken. But I'm super interested, and I cannot freaking wait. We'll be covering it as soon as it happens, regardless of what it is. It might just be something for Warzone, which I'm not a Warzone player. That's super exciting for the people who play Warzone, but for us zombie players, it wouldn't mean too much. Then they show us some of the some of the bundles we're gonna get on launch week. We're gonna get the axe, which is kind of cool for the new axe weapon. It looks like it's probably going to be slow. This is probably going to be like the sledgehammer. Then we're getting a Tracer Pack Fuse Operator Bundle, which is going to be one of the complete and earn COD point bundle. This one actually looks super cool. I'm excited about this one. It's for the new operator. A lot of the other complete and earn COD point bundles were kind of lame. I didn't like the Luchador one. The Motocross one wasn't super interesting. And I haven't used anything from the Oktoberfest bundle since that. But look at this. Look at this bundle. You see that right there? What is that? That is the M79, and it's got wires all over it. That might be the single best M70. It's going to be the best M79 blueprint in the entire game. There's only 2 of them. The other 2 suck. We reviewed another one earlier this week. I don't want to get my hopes up. You know, every time I see a rocket launcher, I'm like, Tracer Pack? Rocket launcher? And all of a sudden, like, same thing with the ballistic knife. Usually it will say that this has tracers on it in the menu, but once you get in game, it doesn't have it. So I'm not going to get my hopes up, but hopefully, fingers crossed, that this thumper has tracer rounds. That would be so insane, and it's perfect. It is so perfect. This is coming this week. PH.D is coming this week. That is going to be a very fun weapon to use in zombies in that case. Oh, this is cool. I never expected them to do this. If you missed out on our star operators during the 80s action hero event, you have a second chance of picking up these bundles before the haunting event. That's actually really cool. I never thought they were going to bring these back. Both of these bundles, the Rambo and the John McClane one, both had stat changing weapons in zombies, and they pretty much came in and then left. And a lot of these weapons, that's the only stat changing variant in the entire game were in these bundles. This is probably going to be the last time they bring them back. Who knows? I kind of wish they just leave them in the game permanently. I'm not a huge fan of the limited time stuff. Then we get a better look at probably what's going to be the best bundle we've ever seen in Cold War. The Tracer Pack Zombie Zapper Mastercraft bundle coming in for the Gallo, but there's also a few other weapons. Like, look at that. You get a better look at the barrel there. That is sick, and it's a Mastercraft, meaning this is going to have a unique inspect. Then the final thing we have here is kind of interesting, and I don't know how to feel about it. I probably won't. Actually, I might get this just to kind of review it just because of how ridiculous it is, but this is probably something I don't know. The Tagger versus Big Joke Ultimate Pack. So look at this. Pack could be one of them, combines the most popular series. With this bundle, you'll get 2 legendary operator outfits, the clown face, sad face, blah, 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 blah. 5 weapon blueprints are included, 4 of which are ranged legendary weapons, as long as a bunch of cosmetic items. To top it off, you'll also get 5,000 COD points, which can be spent on bundle, battle pass, and other stuff. All this for $40. This is a $40 bundle. A $40 bundle. That is the most expensive bundle I have ever seen. That is almost the cost of the game. For 20 extra dollars, you could have got the entire game instead of getting this bundle, which is ridiculous. Then again, they do give you COD points back, but the thing is, like, a lot of people like to justify that and say, oh, hey, these bundles are free because, yeah, you're paying $40, but you also get $40 worth of COD points. I mean, at the end of the day, you're still paying $40, so it's still a decent chunk of change. Yeah, you might be able to spend another additional $40 on the shop. So I guess it makes sense to buy this if you were already going to spend $40 on the shop in terms of bundles to get this for kind of free on the side and then spend the other $5,000. But that is a ridiculous price. That is pretty insane, and we'll probably we'll review it, but and this is probably going to be a pro pack. That's the thing. Unfortunately, with this, the sucky part is these skins are platform exclusive. So if you buy this, you will only be able to see this when you're on whatever platform you bought it on. If you buy it on PC, people on other platforms like PS4 and Xbox are going to see you as a default skin, and they're not going to see the blueprints. That's pretty much been the case for every pro pack. So on top of that, it's not even something I would use. Like, for me, I'm never going to use anything in any sort of the ultimate or pro packs because you can't really use them with crossplay. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense with that. So yeah, you're getting 5,000 COD points back, but you're really not getting much of anything for that. And then the final thing, you won't want to miss what lies in the shadows later in October. Execute the mission, and that's definitely referencing a zombie. So we got a ton of crap in here, especially for this just being about the battle pass. They talked about a lot of other stuff like the weapons we're going to get, what's happening with the weapons, the secret thing that we're getting next week, which I don't know what that is. Could be something small, could be something big, who knows? But trust me, I'm not going to even worry about waiting for it because we've got Forsaken later this week, and it's going to come sooner than later. But yeah, with that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. Hopefully it wasn't too long. I try to break everything down as quick as possible. Out of everything in this video, what are you most excited for? Is it the secret we're getting next week? Is it the Gleel? Is it the shotgun? Is it the Raygun Mastercraft? Is it the $40 bundle? But yeah, with that, I'm going to end it here, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.